Hello, good afternoon, or whatever time of day it is for you watching this, and welcome to the Soul Spa's live broadcast. The Soul Spa is a place where you can practice and learn about all things connected with your mind, body, and spirit. My name is Christina Juppe. I'm one of the team of Soul Spa practitioners and therapists. I'm a health and well-being coach and a rapid transformational therapy, or RTT for short, practitioner. I'm delighted to be here with you once again. I conduct a live broadcast on behalf of the Soul Spa once a week, and it's my pleasure once again to share with you some practices, some tips and tricks that I use myself in order to lead a more fulfilled life, a life where mind, body and spirit are more aligned, a life where I have more joy and happiness and can be of service to others at the same time. The title of our broadcast today is How to Use the Power of Your Mind to Get Things Done. The basis of my health and well-being coaching lies in a rapid transformational therapy, and again the starting point of that is hypnosis. So under hypnosis, my clients reframe their beliefs, reframe their thought patterns, and therefore achieve the outcome that they want. Let's backtrack just a little bit in order for me to get to the topic so you can really hear it. And let's find out what hypnosis actually is and why all of us can use it to our advantage and to get things done, as I will explain very shortly. Hypnosis is basically an inner state of increased focus, absorption and concentration. And that means that, simply speaking, hypnosis and what we can achieve in hypnosis takes advantage of the natural ability of the mind to be able to focus, absorb and home in on things. So that's an ability that is particularly magnified, if you want, during hypnosis, but it is an ability that we all have to focus, absorb and concentrate. And this ability is very much exploited, if you so want, during hypnosis and contributes majorly to successful outcomes. But the good news is that this ability of the mind to focus, absorb and concentrate, we can use this, we all can use this, you can use this every day in order to get things done. So this broadcast could also be entitled How to Stop Procrastination Forever, or how to greatly minimize procrastination, or how to get procrastination out of your life. It could also be entitled How to Fit More Things into Your Day Without Stress, without worry, without rushing. What do we do on a regular basis already where we use this ability that you may not be aware of? So, for example, when you want to get a work project done, when you have a deadline perhaps, then don't you absorb yourself completely in this work, then don't you focus completely on the task ahead. You're perhaps really glued to the screen on your laptop, or you're glued to some preparation, you're really focusing, absorbing into any work project, be it by yourself or with your team, almost, if you want, to the exclusion of anything else that you want to get done in order to really get this project done, in order to meet your deadline. Or, for example, if we sit an exam, we sit an assessment, a test, an assignment, whatever, aren't we really absorbed? Aren't we really engrossed, homing in like a heat missile, if you so want, to the task, into the task ahead, focused, narrowing down, if you so want, to the task ahead, again, almost to the exclusion of anything else in order to get that test done, in order to get that exam done, that assignment. Or on the other hand, if you're perhaps following a passion project, if you're perhaps taking a course in something that you've wanted to learn a long time, then whatever module you follow, aren't you really absorbed in order to get the tasks done because it's something that really interests you and something that you really want to further your horizons with, and that's a skill, as I said, perhaps that you want to acquire in your life, or some new knowledge that you want to gain that will help you with an existing endeavor of yours. So all these things we use already, our ability, our mind's ability to absorb, to focus on something, to concentrate when it's something we really want to achieve for whatever reason, and something even that we like to achieve, we voluntarily do this every time. And this ability, once you start using the ability of your mind to home in, to absorb, to focus and concentrate in a targeted fashion to get things done, then you will really start seeing results. So, as we've already discussed in a previous video, the mind reacts to two things: the words you say to yourself and the pictures you make in your head. That comes into getting things done. And also another rule of the mind, which I will share here with you: the mind likes clear and precise instructions. The clearer and more precise, the better. Okay, now let's get to the nitty-gritty, how to use the power of your mind to get things done. This could be things that you're trying to get done on a regular basis, say, for example, the weekly clean of the house, or a regular assignment, a task you have to get done during the week, or perhaps you want to clean the car once a month instead of never, or perhaps you want to get that tax return done on time rather than the day before it's due, or perhaps you need to buy a birthday present, have been procrastinating that because you don't know what to get and you haven't got time to get it. Or perhaps you want to plan a family activity you've been putting off for ages, but really something to get the family together, but you've had other things to do, or the weather hasn't played ball. Anything really. Perhaps you want to finalize a marketing campaign if you own a business. Perhaps you want to get inspiration for a marketing campaign, or perhaps you write a regular blog, you are stuck with the inspiration for your blog, perhaps you've lost a bit of motivation. Whatever it is, this tactic can be used for anything, whether you want to get something done on a regular basis or on a one-off basis. And it's as simple as, those of you who follow me would have guessed it already, instructing your mind what to do in a conscious, deliberate way, full of intention. And at this stage, on this time, I'd like to thank everyone who's watching me right now. Thank you for watching now. Thank you for watching if you catch this on replay, and let's move on. So basically what you do is you give your mind clear and precise instructions as to what you want to achieve. Now, even though the instructions don't need to be clear and precise, they don't need to be complicated. So all you need to do to begin with is to tell your mind what you want to achieve and when. So for example, let's take the tax return that may be due by the end of August. All you need to do is to tell yourself, I want to get my tax return done by the beginning of August. Say you want to be ahead of time. I want to get my tax return done by the first week of August, for example. That's all you need to do. Keep yourself focused on that. I want to get this tax return done by the first week of August. And if that's still a bit away, then just keep repeating this to yourself on a regular basis. You don't need to worry about the how. Just give your mind that instructions, what you want to get done and by when. Or for example, if you wanted to buy that birthday present you've been putting off forever, then just say for example, it's Sam's birthday on the 10th of July, then just say, by the 5th of July, I have bought the birthday present for Sam. Again, don't worry about where you're going to get it, what it's going to be. Just instruct your mind with the information that's absolutely necessary. The more you give your mind, the better. But if you don't know exactly, you just want to get the ball rolling, just say to yourself, I'm going to get Sam's birthday present by the 5th of July. On the other hand, if, for example, you want to get, what did I say before, the car cleaned, or you want to clean the car once every 3 months, then again, set yourself the same target. I want to clean the car. Okay, that is your initial reaction. Now you give your mind the instruction, within the next week, I will clean the car. So just say, within the next week, I will clean the car. And you want to get it done every 3 months. When the 3 months pass and the next quarter appears, just say again, within the next week, I want to clean the car, or I will clean the car. Whatever sounds best to you. Give your mind these instructions, and if you want to be more precise, then you can. Of course you can say, I'd like to clean the car next Monday. Whatever suits best, but don't worry too much about it. Just give yourself the instruction, the command, if you want, what you want to get done and when. And leave it at that. Your mind will absolutely know what to do. If something lies close ahead, you just need to think about it once or twice and then leave it. If something lies further away, then repeat that affirmation. Repeat. It's not really an affirmation. It's more like a command. You're speaking to your mind. It's not an affirmation where you want to make yourself feel better. It's literally training your brain to your mind to react to your instructions, to act on your instructions, and to make your mind aware of that's what I want to do. And then the absorbing, the concentration and homing in process will begin. How do I know that? Well, we all know it. For example, have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're looking for keys, or you're looking for a document, or you're looking for a phone, and you cannot remember where you've left it? Well, you spend a minute or so, or 2 minutes, however long, a brief period of time, intently thinking about that, homing in on the solution, homing in on the answer. Nothing comes. Then you think, oh, I give up. And what happens? 10 minutes or an hour later, you think, that's where I've left it. Or you're trying to remember a person's name. Oh my goodness, what's he or she called? I do know it. I have it at the tip of my tongue. Well, it is somewhere in the recesses of your subconscious mind, and though you might not remember it at this red hot minute, you have subconsciously given your mind the instruction, remind me of that name, remind me of that name. You forget about it, you disengage, and again 10 minutes later, an hour later, or the next day, I know, that's her name, that's his name, I've got it. That's because your mind is brilliant, your mind is subconscious, it will work. Hello everyone, it will work whilst you're not even thinking about it. So instead of giving yourself these commands as and when situations arise, instead of being reactive, be active. If you want to achieve something, whether it's a one-off task or repeated task, and for some reason you keep procrastinating, or if you want to fit, on the other hand, more things into your day, then just give yourself clear, precise commands to your subconscious mind, and then, as I said, almost forget about it in inverted commas, because of course your subconscious doesn't forget about it. And that's really all you need to do. That's all you need to do, and practice makes perfect. Just like with hypnosis, hypnosis is all about being susceptible to suggestions. Every time you act on a suggestion successfully, it gets easier. So you instruct your mind delivers on the outcome, you get that tax return done when you want it, you clean the car when you want it, you got that birthday present in a precise week. Every time you do it again, your mind becomes more familiar. It will get much, much easier until it's almost automatic. And that is, of course, the state, the ideal state. And that's what I personally do a lot. I have worked with the power of the mind for quite a while now. And what I do now, I don't set myself deliberate reminders anymore. I just literally achieve everything in a day that I want. And people often say to me, well, Christina, you do so much, you do your therapy, you work also in finance part-time, which I do actually, you sing, I know you've got animals, you've got the house, you've got the garden, you've got a social life. How do you manage to do so much? You seem so energetic. Well, That's because I've trained my mind to get things done. So every day, the day before, at the beginning of a week, the week before, I just go through vaguely what I want to do. I don't plan out in too much detail because that allows time and space for emergency and unforeseen things. But every day, beginning of each week, I'll go roughly through what I want to do, and then I allow my subconscious to do the rest. I plan very loosely, but it's all locked in here. It's all locked in my subconscious, and it normally means that I get things done. And what's more, I get them done on time, without stress, without worry, in complete peace. I'm in complete control. Why? Because I'm in control of my subconscious and what goes on up here and what instructions I give my subconscious mind. So remember, the mind listens and acts on the words you say to yourself and the pictures you make in your head, and it likes clear and precise instructions that leave no room for misunderstanding and no room for error. So if you want to stop procrastinating, if you want to start getting more things done, if you want to start getting things done and finishing things on time, then start instructing your mind. And as I said, before you know it, it'll be second nature for you, and you look back and think, oh, I'm really cool, things just seem to happen okay in my life. I never seem to rush these days. I never seem to miss a deadline. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And then again, the more practice you have, the more faith you will develop in your mind, the more your mind gets used to it, and you're entering into a positive spiral. And that also answers a question that people ask me sometimes. Well, I know people who said to me, I cannot be hypnotized. I cannot be put in trance. Can everyone be hypnotized? Yes, of course, because hypnosis is nothing else other than focusing in, narrowing down, absorbing, focusing, concentrating your mind on something specifically that we want to remove, and everyone can do that. So everyone can be hypnotized. And if you feel you have an issue that needs hypnosis perhaps, where you may benefit, that needs digging deeper, that needs examining, an issue where you need to reprogram your mind, where you need to unblock any roadblocks that are in your way, where you need to upgrade your software if you want, where you need to reprogram your thinking, beliefs, your thought patterns, and therefore your behaviors, your actions, and your outcome, then please contact me as always. So I hope you find that useful, how to get things done by using the power of your mind, by instructing, programming, commanding your mind. And as I always say as well, if you do this already, then let me know how. How do you prime your mind? How do you prime the pump, so to speak? How do you instruct yourself in order to get things done? What do you say to yourself? Or adversely, where do you have issues in your life? What things do you struggle to get done? Share this, and also share the methods that helped you. But if you're stuck, use the methods, what I've just told you. Instruct your mind, what do you want to achieve and when. Go general if you don't know the details. Go specific if you know more details. The clearer your instructions, the more precise your instructions, the better your outcome will be. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope this has helped you getting more things done. If you want any further advice, you can contact me as usual, either in the comment section on this Facebook page or via my website, freefromyourfears.com. Last but not least, we'd love you to become a part of the Soul Spa community. There's two ways of doing that. Either you can go to the Soul Spa website directly, or you can click on the sign up button below this Facebook page in order to be kept abreast of what's happening in and within the Soul Spa. But in any event, even if you don't want to click on the sign up button just yet, go to our website, have a look what we do, have a look what me and my colleagues do. In any event, I would really recommend you subscribe to either this Facebook page, this Soul Spa Facebook page, or you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can always stay abreast of what's happening. And what's more, you can be made familiar with practices, with methods, with techniques that you may have never heard of, but that may be beneficial for you. Thank you very much. Christina Juppe here. My company is called Free From Your Fears. I'm a health and wellbeing coach and an RTT, Rapid Transformational Therapy practitioner. I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye for now.